Hey, this is Buffoon, and you're listening to the sound of my voice. So there's a new chart topper from DE, and everyone wants to hear it on a Mandachord.
So it's into the void, now me girls.
Look, if this wasn't a Warframe song, then it would be an easy no. I could tell in the first 15 seconds that this is gonna suck on a Mandachord. But we're doing it. Alright, first we gotta talk about tempo.
So it's into the void.
Beats per minute is right at 76.
From others,
Like exactly 76.
we'll be sailing to the sun till the
That's how you can tell everyone recorded their parts separately in their own homes.
Sisters,
To make things easier, I'm going to consider twice that, 152.
yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be.
So with the Mandachord, we're going to have to either slow that down to 120.
So it's into the void, now me girls and me boys from mother's hands.
Or speed it up to 240.
So it's into the void, now me girls and me boys from mother's hands we go. We'll be
No. Nightcore that shit. Yeah, okay. If your Nightcore is getting the chipmunk territory, then it's too fast. My usual cutoff point is 160. Above that, and I'll speed it up to 240. Below that, and I'll slow it down to 120. If it seems like 160 is way closer to 120 than it is to 240, you have to think about it in terms of seconds per beat. 120 beats per minute is 2 beats per second, or half a second per beat. 240 beats per minute is 4 beats per second, or a quarter second per beat. 160 is 8/3 beats per second, or 3/8 seconds per beat. Right in the middle. You weren't expecting math, were you? I'm not sorry. Anyway, 152 is close enough to 160 that it could still kind of go either way. It's important because whether I make it faster or slower determines how much of it I can fit in an 8-second Mandachord beat. Alright, with tempo still up in the air, let's figure out the actual notes.
So it's into the void, now me girls and me boys from mother's hands we go. We'll be sailing to the sun till the voyage is done, then we'll be sleeping in the cold below. Sisters below, we're going where the winds don't blow. Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, sleeping in the cold below.
Okay, it's clearly in G minor. Here are the 5 notes we have to work with. Let's do a pass over the verse and chorus and see what the damage is.
So it's into the void, now me girls and me boys from mother's hands we go. We'll be sailing to the sun till the voyage is done, then we'll be sleeping in the cold below.
Here comes the high G.
Sisters below, we're going where the winds don't blow.
Oof.
Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, sleeping in the cold below.
Okay, let's go back to the verse and just substitute the nearest note.
So it's into the void, now me girls and me boys from mother's hands we go. We'll be sailing to the sun till the voyage is done, and we'll be sleeping in the cold below. So it's into the
The third measure is kind of a problem. There's way too much repetition of the same note.
We'll be sailing to the sun till the voyage is done, and we'll be sleeping
I
in.
usually don't do this, but I'm going to try changing some perfectly good notes. Maybe it'll sound better.
So it's into the void, now me girls and me boys from mother's hands we go. We'll be sailing to the sun till the voyage is done, and we'll be sleeping in the cold below. So it's
That doesn't bug me as much. I'll go with that. Now to figure out a bass. The verse is pretty much just vocals every time, but there's some accompaniment on the second verse I think I can work with.
Our sailing ships for the hard and the quick, we roll our load and go. There's a living to be made, or there's hell to pay when you're sleeping in the cold below.
Rather than getting too deep into music theory, let's just say I picked these chord roots.
So it's into the void, now me girls and me boys from mother's hands we go. We'll be sailing to the sun till the voyage is done, and we'll be sleeping in the cold below.
Now the question is, do I make this as 1 Mandachord loop or 2? I think it would work better as 1, but that means I would have to make a chipmunk speed. Transpose. We're finally ready for the Mandachord screen. I'm not gonna lie, I hate it a lot, but it's recognizable and I guess that's what counts. Okay, now what can we do with the chorus?
Sisters below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow.
The first half of the chorus is a wreck. Maybe I can use a different scale? The first three notes fit into the D minor scale. Let's try it.
Sisters below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow.
Well, it's an improvement. Let's try the nearest notes.
Sisters below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow.
I don't know. But the fact that this is already the same key as the Mandachord makes it a little easier to swallow. But what can we do for a bass? Well, it turns out the chorus actually has a bass vocal part.
Sisters below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow.
Now we have a problem, because half those notes are not in the scale.
Sisters below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow.
Well, let's see how the nearest note sounds against the original melody. To me, this is a very different song. But I've learned over the years that most people don't really pay that much attention to bass, so let's roll with it. I have to adjust some octaves on it. Here's the whole thing together. Gotta slow it down to 120. And it's already in the right key, so I can get to work. Again, I hate it, but I guess if someone already knows what it's supposed to be, then they'll get it. Now, we still have the back half of the chorus to deal with.
Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below.
Nearest note again.
We're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below.
It's okay, I guess, but we have a bigger problem. It's 6 measures long. Let's just cut out the last repeated bit. The bass part here is a counterpoint.
Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below.
Alright, what's the damage?
Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below.
I'm gonna mostly do nearest note and change the ending a bit so it's shorter and lands on the tonic. Fix some octaves and put it together with the melody. Make it 120. And transpose. Again, if I'm told what it's supposed to be, then I could probably get it. Wow, that went way longer than I thought it would. If you're still here, congratulations! 10 minutes is about how long this process takes me from start to finish, on average. Here's all 3 of them again. Mandachord links are in the description. Thanks for watching!
Hey,